As your Carnival Queen, what do I promise to do? Oh, here it is. And as your winter Carnival Queen, I promise that I will always do away with midterm examinations and that everyone will be afforded free tickets to all football extravaganzas and that anyone on the football team will...
Maybe this will warm up your insides and put a smile on your face.
You know, Renee, you're always so cheerful. We've been up here digging tons of dirt to find that spring. I mean, we've been up here since early this morning and no luck.
Darling, I know it seems like we've come to another dead end, but I think we have to keep believing that Clint's theory is right.
Hell, honey, all I'm running out of patience. The people below, they're running out of time.
Pa, Renee, good news.
You found the spring.
Well, come on, take a look for yourself. The next stop is Eterna.
Oh, he's the darling.
I understand you have everything you want. This is all. Yes. Well, we're not going to get anything unless we stop this place from self-destructing. Then come, we got to put that back where it belongs. Gina, this is my future, and I'm not going to put it back. Then I have to take it. Gina!
Okay, it's all right now. There's nothing to worry about.
Nothing. What are you talking about? You saw what happened. The thing was caught in a van and nearly choked me.
Okay, but it didn't. It didn't. It was just a freak accident.
Oh, come on, John. I'm just a little bit too street smart to think that. I know somebody was trying to kill me.
Come on, Audrey, take it easy. You know you've got an imagination. Just save it for camera.
John, there's no use pretending. The fan did not turn on by itself.
Did you see someone turn it on?
I was sitting here, and I was looking at my lines, and I heard it, and I turned around to see who was there.
And what?
And there was nobody there, but that doesn't mean that somebody didn't...
Well, see, I told you. It was just an accident.
It's no way, John. This was deliberate, and it's just like all that other funny stuff that's been going on around here, only now it's starting to happen to me.
All right, say for argument's sake that you're right. Why would you be the target?
You call yourself a detective. Okay, for weeks now, everything has been centered on Megan and Mari Lynn.
Yeah, for good reason, right?
Right. I know that Megan's father and Wade are in terrible danger, and my heart goes out to them. But the fact remains that everybody on this casting crew has been concerned with their problems and totally wrapped up in it, and nobody's even noticed that I've been here. And then out of the blue, Bo makes me the Carnival Queen, and within the hour, somebody tries to kill me.
Well, what is your point?
The point? Do I have to spell it out for you here? Somebody wants me out of the role and Mari Lynn in, enough to see me dead.
Audrey, what has happened?
That's nothing, Mari Lynn. It was just, it was a minor mishap, and Audrey's making it into something else.
Mari Lynn, just don't listen to him, okay? He's trying to hide the truth to protect you. The fact is, somebody just tried to kill me for stealing your crown.
It's almost too good to be true. We finally found an opening to rescue Viki and the others.
It seems that way. Now what?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Pa.
Clint.
See?
Just talked with my men. Everything's set.
Well, thanks, Rafe, but like I told you earlier, your men aren't going to be necessary.
Now, Clint, come on.
No,
Whoa, it seems like you two are up to something. What is it?
Well, it's really very simple, Pa. Since we found the underground spring, all we got to do is widen the hole, lower a man down in it, and he can follow the stream, with any luck, right to Eterna.
What a risk. I mean, what if the stream leads nowhere? What if your man gets trapped in?
Yeah, fortunately, I've got an officer who's been specially trained in this kind of rescue.
How soon can he be here?
By chopper in 20 minutes.
Captain Garrison, good work.
Well, there's no doubt that Rafe has done his homework, Pa, but like I told him twice already, his man is not going to be needed. Because if anybody gets lowered into that hole, the man is going to be me.
What? Clint, you can't.
No, it's not open to discussion. I've made up my mind.
Well, then unmake it. I'm still your father. I don't care how old you get to be foolish.
Asa, wait. Clint, I understand why you want to take charge of the rescue, but darling, we feel as powerless to help Viki as you do, but I think you could stay here and do so much better by
I don't
staying with
see
us.
it that way, Renee.
Well, you should listen to her.
Listen to them.
No, I'm not
right?
leaving this up to somebody else, not even some specially trained expert. Now, look, that's my wife, my son, and my daughter-in-law down there, and if anybody risks his neck to save him, it's going to be me.
Sorry, Clint. Not going to be anybody.
What?
What's the problem, Rob?
Look, to widen that hole enough for a man just to slip through, we'll have to blast.
Dynamite? But you said that...
You're right, ma'am. That could bring down tons of rock, and we'd never be able to get them out.
Damn it! They're living on borrowed time now. How much time do you think they can last? How much longer?
Clint, even if we can't get a man down there right now, what's to stop us from trying to reach them another way?
What other way, Rafe?
The hole is more than wide enough to lower another transmitter. Now, if that spring really does...
Wait a minute. I'm way ahead of you. We can at least contact them by radio and let them know that we're still trying.
Right.
Rob, lower the transmitter. Let's go. Yes.
Wait, shit.
Fingers are so big. We're not holding this. I'm never going to be able to pull me up out of here.
Girl, hang on. There's another hand for you.
Okay, got it. Hold on. Is she all right?
Your sister has more lives than a cat. I hope I can say the same to the rest of us. Way to go, you guys!
It's horrible. I mean, my whole life flashed in front of my eyes, and it wasn't a very pretty sight.
It's all right. Listen, we gotta get you a different hobby. Because these cliffhangers are killing me, you know?
Michael, I guess I owe you a hug, too.
I'm glad to calculate. I'm just glad you had something to hold on to. Oh, I knew it! You couldn't, you had to take a piece with you, didn't you? And then the whole place is crashing down. I thought you were going in the hole.
She started off all the self-destructive devices. Don't you see there's booby traps everywhere? Rocks falling down and everything.
All right, let's just go find everybody else and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I always did think you had the sexiest voice.
Delilah, what are you doing here?
Well, I was in the neighborhood, so I decided to stop by. Actually, I had to drop Sammy off at school. I had a few hours to kill before I went to my rehearsal, so I thought that maybe... You're not buying that one either, huh?
It's a long drive to Lantano Mountain. Something tells me you didn't come all this way just to kill some time.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're pretty busy here. I guess this wasn't such a good idea. On the other hand, if you don't mind my sitting around, I could just keep you company.
Sweetheart.
You wouldn't even have to talk to me. I could sit and watch. I just want to be close to you.
Honey, you're right. I don't have much time to talk.
Like I said, that was the idea.
Wrong. It's a great idea. Dennis, this thing is ready to go. It's all checked out. Pass it on.
And you're not angry at me that I intruded?
First of all, you are not intruding. I know how worried you are about everyone who's trapped down there. And second of all, do I look like I'm angry?
Well, no, you look like you're kind of...
Glad, right? The word
Yeah.
is glad. You know, I hated leaving you this morning, knowing I wasn't going to see you for another full day.
Well, after our fight last night, I thought you might be relieved that you wouldn't be seeing me.
Well, I hate fighting with you. Even more, I hate not having the chance to make up. When you get home from the club, I'm usually asleep.
And when you get up and go to work in the morning, I'm asleep.
Yeah, so don't you think we should make the most of a moment like this?
You mean we should just kiss and make up right here?
I'm a busy man, lady.
Yeah, well, I'm a busy lady, man.
So pencil me in.
Okay, listen, about last night, I'm really sorry.
Never happened.
Ted, you know, some things are more important than ratings.
Want to bet?
Ted, what I think Bo is trying to say...
I read him loud and clear, Melinda. Now it's his turn to read me. I've already told my people at the ad agency about the location shoot for Fraternity Row. They love it. They love it a lot. So either continue with your scheduled plans, or else.
Or else what?
I'll have no choice but to replace you as producer and to withdraw the Fraternity Row show from WVLE entirely.
You're bluffing, Ted.
Ted, could you just give me a minute to talk to Bo? You have to do what he says.
Oh, look, with Viki and Cord and everybody else trapped up on that mountain, how could I take off and film some TV show?
I understand your concerns, but canceling this remote is not going to rescue them any sooner. You know what it's going to do? It's going to put a lot of people out of work.
Melinda.
Come on. If we lose Fraternity Row, WVLE might just go under. We've invested nearly all our capital into production. We don't have another show ready to take its place.
I need an answer, you two.
We're talking this over, Ted, please. Bo, you saved my life when you bought the station. I'm behind you 100%, no matter what you do. All I'm saying is...
I know what you're saying, Melinda. I know what you're saying. You're saying that this world is not going to stop because of what's happening up there on that mountain, right?
Does that mean you're going to do the shoots?
Bo, before you make your choice, there's something you should know.
What are you doing here? This is an executive decision.
Look, I can't wait much longer.
Look, please just hear me out in private.
There is no time. Oh, you heard what Ted said.
Yeah, I heard what he said. I heard it. Ted, listen, you give me 1 hour, I'll give you a decision.
Look, I just really can't imagine what there is to think about.
Okay, come on, Ted. 1 hour, please, come on.
Okay, Bo, okay. But for your sake, and for all the people involved at WVLE, the answer had better be yes.
I'll be there just a second to see you out.
You think you got problems? Wait till you hear the latest.
Here, Audrey, I want you to drink this.
Thanks, Sarah.
Okay.
You too, Mari Lynn. God, I really would have come unglued if you two hadn't been here.
Well, from what you said, John's the one who saved the day.
Sounds like you were pretty lucky he came when he did, huh?
Yeah, I know. Only don't tell him I said that. I mean, he's stuck on himself enough as it is.
Well, he's not the only one.
What do you mean by that? I'm not stuck on John Russell. He's just a mustache and a head of hair. Okay, so he's got nice buns, too.
I think she's recovering.
That's the Audrey we know and love.
Oh, you guys. I love you, too. I mean, I love everything and everybody here at Fraternity Row, you know? I mean, I never really had a family before, or work that I could be proud of, or a place that I really felt like I belonged. And this job changed all of that. It just kills me to think I'm gonna have to say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Wait a minute. I think you're still recovering here from the accident. Now, what are you talking about leaving the show?
Well, it's not by choice. Bo's gonna fire me.
Wait a minute, Audrey. I don't understand. Bo's been very pleased with your work.
Yeah, I've heard him say so lots of times.
Yeah, well, that was before the accident, which was no accident. And there was just no way that I'm gonna play the Carnival Queen. And when I tell him that, he's gonna can me for sure.
Either I've missed something or you're speaking a foreign language. Why can't you play the Carnival Queen?
Audrey, you'd be wonderful.
All right, even if it kills me, right? I mean, sure, ordinarily it's the kind of part I would die for, but not literally, thank you.
Wait a minute. You don't really think that
Oh, come on, Mari Lynn. What do you think? My scarf just sort of found its way into the fan by itself? Somebody put it there. Somebody who wants me out of the role and you back in. And listen, I wouldn't want you to take the crown back. I'm just saying that I abdicate as of right now.
I really don't think that Bo would make you play this part if there was any risk involved. And I think you should talk to him. Just tell him how you feel, and I know he'll understand.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't? What if he gives me an ultimatum and says either play the role or get out?
I'm with Sarah, Audrey. Bo made me give up the part just to protect me. I know that he would do the same for you.
Right, and even if he does try to talk you into taking the part, maybe you ought to take a little of your own advice.
What advice was that?
Something you told me not so long ago. Stick to your guns and go after what you want. It's starting to work for me.
And you're sure that this was no accident?
Yeah, Bo, between you and me and the lamppost, no way.
But you told Audrey that you thought it was?
Well, yeah, she was so upset. I mean, I had to calm her down. I couldn't tell her what was really on my mind.
So it looks like we've got ourselves another copycat crime, John.
Yeah. You were just getting ready to tape the campus stalker trying to strangle his next victim with a scarf, and it happens to Audrey for real.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I just taken the role of Winter Carnival Queen away from Mari Lynn.
Yeah. Mari Lynn's the one constant on every incident on and off the set, isn't she?
And if I hadn't replaced Mari Lynn, then Audrey wouldn't be nursing a sore throat right now. So, What am I going to do, John? I've kind of closed up the set. I brought you in undercover. I've got an undercover cop working as the crew. And yet this guy, this killer, he still has a free hand.
For now, Bo. Just for now. But we're getting closer to him.
Yeah, in our dreams,
No,
maybe.
no, we got a motive now, right? I mean, this guy has a thing for Mari Lynn. He thinks of himself as a Galahad.
This guy is a wacko.
To you and me, maybe. But look, in this guy's mind, he's a hero. He thinks he's saving Mari Lynn from all these enemies, whether they're real or imagined. Now we got something to go on. Now we can sort through and find a suspect.
Yeah, but what if he slips through the net? A guy this deranged, he's not going to stop at anything to protect Mari Lynn. He'll even kill for her. So the next time, you know what? He just might succeed. Come in.
Excuse me. Bo, can I speak with you for a minute, please?
Audrey, you were supposed to be in your dressing room resting.
Well, that's all right. Audrey, you can come in. John told me about your accident. I'm just glad that you're okay.
Thank you. If he told you the whole story, then you know it was no accident.
Audrey.
Listen, there's no use in pretending, okay? Bo, I always thought that I would do anything to keep my job, but I was wrong. I am not willing to die for it, so you can give me my pink slip if you want, but I can't play the Carnival Queen.
What's that sound? It's the transmitter.
I thought Corey couldn't fix it.
Maybe the problem was up at the surface and not down at our end. Viki, it's Clint. If you're there, for God's sake, speak to me. Thank God. I thought I'd lost you.
No, you haven't lost me. Not yet. But my darling, if there isn't a miracle very soon, this could be our last goodbye.
I mean, even if I lived long enough to play the role, what kind of a queen would I be, standing there shaking so hard my crown would fall off my head? I mean, for the good of the show, I've got to turn it down.
Audrey, I think you should know.
No, Bo, there's really no use in trying to convince me here. I've completely made up my mind. You know, I feel terrible letting you down this way, but I know that if I went ahead and took the role, I'd end up disappointing you even more. So if you feel you have to fire me, I'll understand.
Are you finished?
Go ahead. Just tell me to clear my stuff and get out of the studio, and I promise I won't make any trouble.
Audrey, I think Bo was trying to say something to you.
Yes.
I know.
Audrey, I'm glad you came to me like this.
I knew it. I knew it. I mean, you think that I'm not a trooper. Well, you know, if shedding blood, you know, real blood is what it takes to be a trooper for you, then What did you say?
He said that he was glad you came forward.
You did? You did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whether you were the victim of an accident or whether somebody really did try to hurt you, what's really important is your peace of mind. You don't have to be the Carnival Queen.
I don't?
No. And I'm not going to fire you either.
Oh, thanks for understanding.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, a hug from a pretty actress, it makes it all worth it.
Oh, you don't fool me for a minute. You're one of the good guys. You're okay, too.
Yeah, so since we've settled this little question, now, why don't you go and get some rest before your next scene, without the crown?
Rest? Come on, who needs rest? Just give me my trench coat and my coffee cup and my shoulder holster, and I'm ready to go back to work.
And she says she's not a trooper.
But one thing, I mean, if I'm not going to be the Carnival Queen, then who is?
I think I can answer that. If our producer doesn't have any objections, I'd like to have another crack at the part before you have a chance to give it to somebody else.
I'm sorry, that's out of the question.
Absolutely.
No, honey, listen, I would do the role myself before I'd let you take that kind of a risk.
Well, you're all being very sweet. But let's face it, if someone did try and kill Audrey, they did it because of me.
No, we don't know that, Mari Lynn.
Well, everything that's happened here, all of these so-called accidents, have all been connected to me. You've already reached that conclusion, haven't you?
It's one possibility.
Come on, John. It's the only possibility, and you know it.
Which is precisely why you can't even consider playing that role.
Well, someone has to, or else we won't have a storyline and we won't have a show.
Well, why don't you let me worry about that, okay?
Bo, you said that you want to minimize the risks. Well, keep me in the part. As long as I'm playing the Carnival Queen, nobody's going to get hurt.
Bo, would you talk some sense into her and just tell her to save her heroics for the storyline?
Yeah, well, there are a few things that I'd like to say to her. If you'll excuse us, Audrey.
That's your cue. Now, you go to your dressing room, or I'll have to carry you there myself. Go on.
You know, that is very tempting, Mr. Russell, but I don't think it'll be necessary.
Bo, before you give me the reasons you have for hiring someone else for the part...
No, I'm not saying that at all. It's just the more that I think about this, the more that I am convinced that nobody, including you, should risk taking the role of the Carnival Queen.
Well, someone has to, for the sake of the show.
Well, I'm glad that you're committed to the show, but no TV show is worth that risk. Mari Lynn, we're dealing with a killer here. He's a psychotic, but he's also he's brilliant in his own way.
Do you think it's Randy Stone?
No, even though he attacked you in your home, we've ruled him out as a suspect because we haven't seen him around the studio in the last few weeks.
He could have disguised himself.
Well, no, he was a lousy producer. I'm willing to bet that he's just as lousy an actor. We have a feeling that it might be somebody who is with us right now, either a member of the cast or the crew.
Yeah, someone who maybe he's already shown a vested interest in you. Someone like Neil or Casey.
Look, I know that you two are not big fans of Neil, and Casey can be a little strange at times, but neither one of them would hurt anyone. I bet my life on it.
Well, why don't you let John and I discuss this a little bit more, just from a security aspect, okay? Why don't you tell everybody just to hang in, and we're going to be out to make an announcement soon.
You're the producer, but I still think if anyone should play the part, it would be me.
She bet her life on it.
And you know what? If I make the wrong decision, she just may.
So, what'd he say?
He's thinking about it.
Well, thank God somebody is.
Sarah, we've been through this over and over
Mari
again.
Lynn, you're always doing stuff for the show, the cast, the crew. When are you going to start thinking about yourself?
Okay, you're on to me. I want to keep this part for another reason. It gets my mind off other things.
As if this is going to help you stop worrying about Wade.
I have to try. I have to keep going with my own life, hoping that he'll come back to put our lives together again. I need him to find me, Sarah.
I understand.
Besides, if I don't play the Carnival Queen, there goes months of story.
Now, just wait a minute. The writers can find some clever way out of this. I mean, Mari Lynn, you are not responsible for the entire show.
No, but this can help to repay Bo and everybody here who has been so wonderful to me. I think it's a very small risk.
Well, if you ask me, Mari Lynn, you're pretty wonderful yourself.
Come on.
No, you'll not only be giving up a lot of your own time, but I mean, you very well could be putting yourself in danger.
I'm an actress. There's nothing I wouldn't do for a plum roll.
Don't give me that. You know, you're not like some other actresses I know. They think self-sacrifice is letting the leading man get the close-up on the kiss.
Excuse me, if I could have your attention, please, if you'd all just gather around here. I have a very important announcement that I'd like to make.
Viki. Viki, this is Clint. Talk to me. Over.
They're falling rocks. They blocked the signal.
Oh, Lordy, we can't lose contact now.
Honey, isn't there some other way to get through to them?
The amplifier was lowered as fast as possible. The volume's turned up full.
You men, get those earth movers going. Right now. No time to lose.
Viki. Viki, what's happening? What's happening?
Clint, this whole place is falling down all around us! Help!
Viki, come on.
The boy,
Time, Viki, rise.
The boy!
Take it down for the river.
You all do it! You want to get down the
Viki, honey, what's happened? Are you still there?
Clint, come back!
Just going to make this short and sweet. I've decided that we are going to go ahead and go on this location.
Oh, thank you.
Please, no, please. Save your applause. This was really not an easy decision to make, but we've all put in so much time and so much energy on this show, I don't want to see it go down the tubes. We also have another change that I'd like to tell you about that involves the Winter Carnival Queen. I think that I made a mistake by taking that role away from Mari Lynn. And Audrey has graciously agreed to step aside. So if I may present our new Winter Carnival Queen.
Correction, Bo. Your new old Carnival Queen. I'll try not to let you all down.
That wouldn't be possible.
Amen.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're all so enthusiastic. All of you. I like that enthusiasm and this energy. And I want you to take that with you right into this location because we're going to be putting in very long days and probably working right into the night. I won't be able to go back up on the mountain and help out with that rescue effort. And I'm afraid that nobody else here will be allowed to go up either.
Well, why don't you tell them about the security?
Right. There is one other thing. Only the cast and crew that are specifically involved in a scene will be allowed on the location set. If you're not involved with that scene, you're going to be asked to stand by away from the set.
You think we were building the atom bomb?
Well, nothing quite that dangerous or that exotic, but John is right. Security will be strictly maintained. So, if there are no questions, I guess the only thing left to say is just break a leg, everybody.
Congratulations, Mari Lynn. Bo had no right to deny you the honor to be the Snow Carnival Queen.
Yeah, well, I've got it back. I just hope that I can justify Bo's faith in me.
Well, if you don't, there's something wrong with him, not you. There's only one queen around here. There always has been.
Go ahead. Say it. You think I chickened out, don't you?
No, Audrey, I think that you're a lot of things, but not a coward. At least not when it comes to work.
Oh, you think I'm cowardly in some other area?
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I know that women get cold feet sometimes about things in their personal lives.
I have never backed off from anything or anybody.
Oh, is that so? Is that why you went running off when I told you that I might accept that assistant DA's position Herb was offering me?
For your information, I got upset about that because I hate to see people underestimate themselves. But if you want to take a job that you've already had instead of advancing your own career, well, there's no skin off my nose.
Advancing my own career. At least you're talking to me.
Well, yeah. I figure I kind of owe it to you. I mean, you did save my life.
Do you know where Megan is? She should have heard that announcement that I made.
Yeah, I think she's in wardrobe trying on a dress. I can go get her if you want.
No. That won't be necessary. As a matter of fact, I wanted the chance to talk to you privately.
You did?
Yeah. That little announcement that I made about not allowing anybody to go up on the mountain, that doesn't apply to you. I don't want you to feel like you just have to drop everything because we're going on this location.
So, does that mean you won't be needing me?
No, I'm not saying that at all. No, as a matter of fact, Mari Lynn is going to have some very involved scenes, and your expertise would be appreciated, but you just have too much to deal with right now. Your father's situation, the kids at Land Fair.
Actually, the kids have plenty of people looking after them. In fact, little Al just went off to Texas to be with Max.
I don't want you to feel obligated.
There's no obligation. Really. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a little concerned about leaving since I haven't heard anything about my father.
Oh, that's all right. Sarah, you don't have to explain. I want this to be your decision. If you could just let me know as soon as possible so I can make other arrangements if you're not going to go with us, I'd appreciate that, okay? Thanks.
He just sits there as if he could will Viki's boys back to him.
I wish there was something I could do.
It's out of our hands now, sweetheart. I think the best thing is for you to head back to town. I'll let you know if anything changes.
Okay, if you need me, I'll be at the club. Bye.
Lordy, I'm worried that Asa might be working himself to death. I better go keep an eye on him. I'll see you later, Rafe.
Thanks.
Clint, why don't we take a walk or something, huh?
No. I can't leave now, Rafe. She can call any time. She could try to reach us anytime.
Yeah, I know, but...
No. Now, don't go thinking that she's dead. She is not dead, Rafe.
I didn't say she was, but you're not going to help just listening to that static.
You're right. But you can help me.
Name it.
I need to know before they come up, and they will come up, that someone's going to pay for all this, Rafe.
Clint, when the time comes...
No, now! I need to know now! Did you get a chance to listen to that tape Victor Lord made and put in that time capsule?
I listened to it several times.
All right, then you know who was responsible for them being trapped down there in Eterna.
All I heard was Victor talking about the gold and the underground city. That's all.
Damn it, Rafe!
Clint, I know you want me to slap the cuffs on Michael Grant as soon as he comes up. The tape is not evidence enough alone. Victor doesn't even mention Michael's name.
We all know who is responsible for them being trapped down there, Rafe.
Clint, I know what you're feeling right now, but unless Viki can come forward with some new evidence and press charges, there's not a hell of a lot I can do.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what to do anymore. Justice, revenge, they just don't seem to mean anything, I guess, unless I can see Viki again.
If it's God's will that we should end our lives like this, let's at least all go together with a prayer for those we leave behind. May God in heaven, we came from you. To you we go. Watch over those we leave behind us. Keep them always in your heart as we keep you now at the moment of our deaths. Amen.
Look, there's a light back there. Light! Light!
Oh, he's right! There is a light there.
You said there was a fault line. Your fool was right.
Daddy, this discovery, he never even lived to see it.
But we're alive! We're still alive, damn it! We still have it! Not if we don't hurry! Run for the light, everyone! It's our only hope!
Ah.
Do you have a minute?
Yes, of course I do. I'd much rather look at you than these budget projections.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I've come to a decision regarding going on location.
Sarah, that's okay. Really, you don't have to explain. No, believe me, I would much rather be with you up on that mountain, but I've got all these people here who are counting on me, so...
No, I think you're jumping the gun just a little bit here. I would like to be up on that mountain, but I have to realize that I would just be in the way, and I'd probably make myself sick worrying about what's going on. I mean, I took this job because it was very important to me that Tiffany's blindness story was portrayed accurately, so if you still need me,
No, if? Are you kidding? No, I couldn't be happier. As a matter of fact, I was going to try to talk you into coming with us, but it just wouldn't have been fair.
Why not? I mean, if you wanted me...
Well, I wanted you to make your own decision.
I see. Well, I guess you should know that this decision isn't entirely selfless. If I should get some bad news about my father, I would like to be close to someone that I can count on.
Yeah, like Megan or Mari Lynn
or others.
Or others. Well, in that case, I'd like for you to know that if you feel like talking to anybody or you need somebody to hold your hand, or if you just want to sit with somebody and just not even say anything, I'm available.
Damn.
What is it, Pa?
All the rocks that came down, we broke a gear trying to move them.
Darling, don't we have any replacements?
Yes, we have a replacement in Lambview, which is an hour away. By that time...
You don't have to say it, Pa. By that time, we all know what could happen.
It's gotten cold all of a sudden.
It's a wind. Feels like it's from the east. Usually means snow.
Usually.
Well, of course, remember what the groundhog saw around the 2nd, his shadow. That means spring's on his way, doesn't it?
It does. I thought it was the other way around.
No, darling, I think...
It's a nice try, Renee.
Clint, I know that everything seems hopeless, but we can't stop believing.
I've held on to my last shred of hope for days. Has it moved one rock? Has it brought Viki or anyone else up out of there?
Listen, Clint, I think we should all take a break, get some rest. I'm not talking about giving up. I think we could all...
I'm not leaving, Rafe. Even if there's no reason to stay. Even if we can't reach him in time, I'm not leaving. I can't leave. I don't believe it.
I don't want to leave.